Two sets of mouth-watering matches to go. It is time to throw away the defensive shackles. I've loved the sense of occasion that each round of the Six Nations brings. However, I am slightly disappointed in the performances on the field so far. I want a Northern Hemisphere side to win the World Cup, and so far nobody has strung together 3 games to scare New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, and Argentina. Overall quality has not quite been there. But there is time to rectify that. But here is how I see the state of the nations. England came flying out of the blocks, though they were exposed by Wales. But forget that result. There have been big steps forward. Kyle Sinclair and Tom Curry are 2 huge positives, both nailing down their places in positions that were previously wide open. At full strength, the England team picks itself, with maybe the exception of Mark Wilson at blindside flanker. England have found their World Cup winning team with Anthony Watson the only player who might break in. The positives far outweigh the negatives. However, there are negatives. First, the story about England's bench is confusing things. No World Cup winning side has been based on the strength of the bench. The starting 15 counts. In 2003, half of our starting team would have got into any other side, and this England team are getting into that position. The spine of the England team Mako Vunipola, Maro Idoge, Billy Vunipola, Owen Farrell, Elliot Daly, and Johnny May will take some beating. As I have said many times before, I don't like the term finishers for the bench. It's a dangerous label that devalues the starting team. England have a starting team that can win the World Cup, but I don't think they have as strong a bench as they think. I can't think of one player who should come off for a substitute, and if bench players are better than the starters, then start them. This is my biggest question over Eddie Jones's approach. The starting team is world class, but you take Mako Vunipola and Idoge out, there is a big drop-off. Eddie must go into the big games at the World Cup intending to keep all the starters on the pitch unless there are injuries, a player is having nightmare, or you want to change the game plan tactically. Second, the Welsh defeat exposed England's lack of attacking ambition. It was one of the worst tactical games England have produced for a long time. England have to really shape up and focus far more on attack. Against Wales they had one plan, and that was to kick it away. They have to become far more fluent. The team that wins the World Cup will score the most tries, so England should not just focus on defending. Ideally, the players recognize what is going wrong and change the tactics, without relying on the coaches on game day. I was surprised they could not alter their approach against Wales. England have the team, but now need the tactics and attacking mindset to match in each game. Wales were poor for a fortnight, but look the greatest threat from the north. They don't know how to lose at the moment. But I am not getting carried away with them just yet. I love Jonathan Davies, who I don't think gets enough credit for his influence, and Alan Wynne-Jones, who is colossal. With those two, they are going to be right in the mix in World Cup year. Wales were very good against England, their best performance by miles, but it is how teams play away from home that you see how good they are. They beat France and Italy away. In Paris they were strong in the second half but really poor in the first. And against Italy Wales were poor again without their gun 15. Wales have to play two very difficult games, Scotland at Mayfield and Ireland at home on the final day. I would like to reserve judgment on where Wales truly stand until the end. If they beat Scotland and Ireland, Wales will be 10 out of 10, absolutely. Ireland were almost mortally wounded by that England defeat, and are now in a race to recover for the World Cup. To his credit, Joe Schmidt, their coach, has admitted as much. Against Scotland and Italy it was not the same Irish team. Ireland, like England, think they have a stronger squad than they do. They have an excellent starting 15, but if you take key guys out of their side like Gary Ringrose, Robbie Henshaw, Johnny Sexton, and Conor Murray, they are nowhere near the same team. Having France and Wales next gives them a chance to send a message that they're back on track. Scotland's strength in depth has been blown apart. Without their top players they are nowhere. They have a very good starting 15 but have been devastated by injuries, with Stuart Hogg, Richie Gray, Hugh Jones, Finn Russell, John Barclay, Hamish Watson and W.P. Nell sidelined at different times. Wales are in for a tough game in Edinburgh, having to start again after the high of the England win, and I wouldn't be surprised if Scotland won. They have the ability to be top of the pile, and my big worry for England is that France sort themselves out for that World Cup pool game. I am not writing them off, but they don't realize how good a squad they have. Guys like Antoine Dupont and Romain Ntamack are fantastic. The coaches must sort out selection once and for all. No more talk of 2023. They have a team to win today. 20 consecutive defeats in the Six Nations. I feel for Italy, but there should be promotion and relegation in this tournament, as it is wrong to support a team with that record. Give Georgia a go. There should be playoff. It shouldn't be a closed door. How long are we going to wait? Currently I can't see Italy beating anyone.